Anna, thank you so much for having a chat with us today about the NDIS.
My pleasure.
Thank you for being our MS Ambassador and really being a bit of an NDIS champion to share more information with our community.
No worries, it's become a passion of mine actually.
Excellent.
Yes.
Anna, I've had the pleasure of knowing you for quite a few years now, and not everyone knows you as well as I do. I was wondering if we have a lot in common.
Yeah.
A crazy sense of humour, and
we both have MS.
We both have MS. And I was wondering if you wouldn't mind sharing a bit of your MS journey?
Sure. I was diagnosed with MS in 2002 after being away on a work conference. I didn't know what it was. I was petrified. To be told at 6:30 once on the Saturday morning after spending a week in hospital what it was, I didn't know. I thought it was a death sentence. But after 6 weeks of recovery at my mum's, I was given the best bit of advice. Don't make it a negative, turn it to a positive, and for the last 13 years, I've done that exactly. I'm in control of the MS, it's not in control of me. So that's why I, sort of there, and I've done lots of other things with since having it. I never thought I'd be able to go overseas, and I've done 2 overseas trips.
Excellent.
And I've met some wonderful people through people with disabilities. And through the MS Society itself, yeah. I've met some wonderful friends. So it's a positive for me. I don't see it as a negative.
Yeah. So what kind of symptoms have you had?
I lost my balance. I lost, sort of there. My legs went all crazy on me. I lost hands, and the fatigue was the major one. That was why I couldn't work anymore. And I have a few problems. My work ethic was where I was giving 110%, and I wasn't able to do that. And my boss put me on part-time work, and even then I just couldn't do it, so I made the big decision to give up work. It was a huge decision to make, but I'm glad I did it because my health, as far as I'm concerned, my health comes first.
Mm-hmm. You say you gave up work, but I know, because I know you do so much volunteer work, so you are still working.
Oh yeah, I still like to give back. I still like to contribute to society. I have a great support system around me, and now I actually volunteer with the Veteran Support Centre, and I just love that. And MSQ, I'm on the SMAC, which is the Service Management Area Committee. On that, we have teleconferences every quarter, and the next passion, I wanted to find out what actually this NDIS was. Mm-hmm. I heard about it a couple of years ago when I was working for another organisation, and all of a sudden it's become a passion. Because there's so much information out there, and so few people still don't understand it.
So when you say there's so much information, where have you found information though? Have you had to proactively go and find it? I've
had to go out and find it. Well, I think all people need to go out and find out what is actually you need to do to find out about it. And I found out the MSQ website itself was fabulous. The articles that you put in there yourself were really helpful. And also on the e-newsletter, I understand people who are members now will receive the e-newsletter, the monthly newsletter. Mm-hmm. So that's also other information. And also I suggest you contact your RSC, which is your Regional Service Coordinator. They're full of lots of information because they have to be. Mm-hmm. Because I have been to a couple of MSQ meetings where how proactive MSQ are regarding the NDIS and what their future is, because it's sort of for them as well, what they need to do as service providers for us with people with MS. So that was it. And also the other thing is, if you've got any questions, I understand Karen Quayle. You ring her and she'll put you in the right direction as well.
Excellent.
So, and also lots of reading and lots of website, and the government Queensland Disabilities website itself also helps.
Okay. So you have so much information.
Yeah. Well, it has been a little bit of information overload, but if you decipher it yourself and slowly read through it. I think the best thing that I ever did was actually go to an information session.
Okay, and so what did you find out there?
The information session actually explained what the NDIS is going to be. It's how it makes you are going to be in control of your own services in the future. It's bringing people together together. So you're actually in control. The other services aren't in control.